People, all rising. Um, I wanted to go over like a brief description of some of the stuff I think I kind of left out in what we offer. Um, Not that we're not seeing a growth in it. I just think that maybe there's some clarity that I missed along the way. Um, this whole program is consistent with others, but with procedural matters that we pay attention to. Okay. We are non belligerent, non combative, non enemy of the state, not an ally to any. Um, we come in peace. Okay. So to find out where you stand at in your life, you've you've taken this journey. You've come down this rabbit hole, if you will. My experience goes back, guys. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I've had college background in graphics, animation. I just put it all together, you see. So this is something that I'm familiar with, and I'm familiar with these processes that people claim that work the way that they say it work. I stand firm on proper procedure. I stand firm on asserting your rights because we have them, and I believe in courtesy. So when you're coming into this space, be prepared that there are plenty other characteristics in this. There are people out here just focused on glamour, greed. Um, we focused on a way to establish a process that wouldn't cost the consumer anything other than what they spend out of their own pocket to get in a position to be more valuable to America, all right, if you will. So when you come into, if you've seen it on TikTok, if you've come on just by way of a invite, you might not know how to navigate through the system or what it's all about. Okay, so when you leave your home, whether private capacity is what you're claiming, the moment you step out of that front door, you were in a public situation, right? The driver's license, the birth certificate, all the adhesion contracts are a tool that represents an agreement, okay? And you are not it, you know. Being an honorable individual is something that comes natural. That's something that we're protected under God's law, okay? Now, when you are asserting the difference between you, the individual, and the person, the sit a sin, okay? The citizen is the actual tool, right? And you have to identify the difference. So in this program, what you come through is you go to, you get to the website. This here is where you start at. As soon as you hit this, it should bring up your own. If you have it, you'll have to download it, okay? And it'll say join group. So this is just the beginning tier here, okay? No one paid to get in here, all right? No one. All the information, all the help is at your disposal for free, okay? So rather than people paying $100 for a Zoom class of something that they really didn't itemize or departmentalize everything that they're feeding you guys. So we had to learn from our own bumps and bruises. We followed plenty of content creators who said that you can do this with this instrument, do that with this instrument. And we learned quickly that it wasn't what it seemed. I went to the closing table on a $3.5 million home, while others were saying, you can do this, you can do that, but they weren't doing it, and I'm more application. I'm going, I did it. So there was a lot that was learned during this process. And I want to share the proper procedures with everyone. And the only way to really find that out is to check your state regulations. So when I give information, I'm always going to revert to what does your state regulate on what you're trying to accomplish. right? First and foremost. And then we start establishing structure, right? So the separation of the two, okay? You got the church and you got the state, the spirit and the state, the commerce, right? So the commerce itself is meant to feed a family. It's not a bad thing, right? So the system itself, taxation and whatever it is, it's not a bad thing. And you think like it's like your tithes, okay? They call it whatever they call it, but you have exemptions in a spiritual lane, right? And then you have what's naturally, hey, that's fair because if I'm going to get a return, I got to report these. I have to report these filings or these incomes, these payables, these receivables. I have to record this with the proper authorities because in order to be in this level, you have to have something established with the state to let them know, this is what I'm going to be doing. Let me get all the bells and whistles that come with that, right? So once you get that umbrella, then you can operate strongly, contractually, out here in the public. So when you join here, you just open it up. Um, it'll go back here. Here we go. It'll bring you right here, right? So let's say start here, tier one. Right? Mm-hmm. People that aren't familiar with the topics, the subjects, what have you, like you can clearly start from here and get a overview, a good overview of what's going on with this program. So it's a lot more than what people think. All right. So scrolling up, all the way up, you can just go all the way to the top, or you can go right here where it says start here. See where it says 4 videos, 4 files, 3 photos. Okay. You can search through that there. So actually, tier two, when you're ready to go to tier two, just hit the link. Right? You'll come right in. So this is step one, step two, whatever. What's my first step? Right? Learn how to change this situation here. Okay, so I don't want to disclose too much, okay, because this is a private situation. Because there's people out here that like to replicate their watching, and I get that. All right, that's fine. But we give away what they don't. Okay, so let's check this out right here. See, they're asking you for FRNs, $55 a class, a Zoom class, $300, thousands, right, to set this up. We set it up so you don't have to do that. Now, what we're giving away for people that are participating in actually doing these processes accurately and landing it like they're supposed to. I went over this in one of the other videos, and I think that was a video I posted a while, but the program is basically the same thing that I mentioned. You will have to have this NFT sooner or later. There's a cryptocurrency that's being implemented in this. You're going to have that particular coin to participate in this. So this will load up. Here we go. See the value of it right here. This is our, after assessing everything that comes within the proper empire setup. We're setting up your empire. You want to build an empire, we're going to build an empire. This right here are your costs for your court filings. Everything that goes into this is that price right there. We're not selling this to you. We're inviting you in. And when you accomplish what you're supposed to accomplish, we transfer it to you. See this? 48. Because 40, there's more people because people don't know how to use wallets. So I have to teach people how to use a wallet. But we're donating this to your trust. All right. So every tier, there's tier one, tier two, tier three. All right. So as you complete this, you're going to see that. Ask the people in the group. They'll say, "I got mine." So just realize that the other people they're trying to sell you something, we're giving you something. We want to create this relationship of trust because they're not. You see? So let's do something together as a unit and change the world privately.